Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk a bit about an atom. So, if you ever attended a science class, you must be knowing what an atom is. It looks like this. We have a shell, we have electrons, we have the nucleus, and protons and neutrons. Okay, it looks like that. I know you must be familiar if you are a science student. We have neutrons, electrons, protons, neutrons. This is just a way we draw it. That's not what it is actually. Just trying to draw a diagram to illustrate what we understand by this. So, the definition of an atom, if you don't know, is a particle that consists of a nucleus of proton, neutrons surrounded by electromagnetically bound cloud of electrons. Just excuse me a moment. Excuse me guys, I have to have some water here because I normally have a problem when I'm talking. My throat becomes dry. So, what's an atom? An atom is a particle that consists of a nucleus of protons, neutrons, surrounded by electromagnetically bound cloud of electrons. The atom is basic particle of the chemical element. Now, if you define it from the physics part, okay, what's an atom? The smallest particle of an element. It's assumed that it cannot be divided further, but that was far fetched thing because it contains more than subatomics are there. Even further down we have quarks. So we are going there. So in physics, an atom is defined. I'm assuming you don't know. Maybe we are starting this point here and then we progress slowly by slowly to something more advanced. So an atom is a complex arrangement of negatively charged electrons arranged in a defined shell, the one that I showed you, this shell over here. Okay, this is a shell. We drew it like this just to illustrate. Those are electrons. We have neutrons, protons bound here, forming a nucleus, right? So in physics, it is defined as an atom is a complex arrangement of negatively charged electrons arranged in defined shells about a positively charged nucleus. Now, this nucleus contains most of the atoms. That's nucleus contains most of the nucleus contains most of the atom's mass, okay, and it's composed of protons and neutrons, and it's composed of protons and neutrons except for hydrogen, which has only one proton. According to physics, that's the way it's defined. So if you go further, then you go to a stage called a quark. So you're not done with the atom. You're gonna go down to a state called a quark. Now, a quark is a type of elementary particle and a fundamental constituent of matter. Fundamental constituent of matter. You understand that? Let it sink. Is the fundamental constituent of matter. What is matter? Matter is something that has weight and can occupy space, and matter attracts the gravitational. You know about from what we have done previous video about gravitons and so on. So quarks combine to form composite particle called hadrons. Quarks combine to form composite particle called hadrons, the most stable of which are, now that's, listen carefully, the most stable of which are protons and neutrons. You know, because the electron is not stable, you know, it can be go, it can come, it can be taken away, you know. because that's a charge, and the component of atomic nucleus. So now we have learned something called hadrons, from where we get protons and neutrons according to what. So you see, it goes further than that even, but we are not going to go there for today, because we'll go to quarks, anti-quarks, we'll go to others. Now we have things called like mesons, gluons, right? Yeah, Higgs bosons, positrons. These terms don't mean nothing. They mean something about an atom. And how far down it can it go? To the Planck constant. What is Planck? Planck constant is a million billion smaller than an electron. So you can imagine what is an electron, and we can go that far, even further. Is it infinite? I don't know. It's up to you to guess. So that's basically, I wanted to define to you what an atom is. And from an atom, when they combine, you know what happens? Then you get molecules. And molecules of water, air. You know, we are not going to talk about molecules today in this video. I just wanted to define to you what an atom is if you don't know. Now you know that it contains electrons, protons and neutrons, and you know that protons and neutrons are the most stable in these so-called hadrons. Very new name maybe to you, which is contain a quark, which is smaller. It's a fundamental constituent of matter, you know, a quark. It combines to form composite particles called hadrons. Now from the hadrons we get the protons and neutrons. So are you made of atoms? Of course, because you have electrons in you. Have you ever had your hand in what you have something called a shock? If you touch electricity, you get a shock. What happens? No, that means your body conducts electricity. But like for example in radiation, if you take an heavy element into your body, it's going to take electrons from your body, and that's why that's how this thing called radiation comes about, and it becomes cancerous. You get cancer. That's of course that's typically advanced stage that I don't want to confuse in this video. So please stay tuned as I bring in more stuff. If you didn't know what an atom is, now maybe you know what it is. Okay guys, bye for now. It's a short video. Please share and subscribe to my channel, like and comment. It's a request, not a command. Please stay tuned to this channel as well. So bye for today. Bye.